Alright, sorry about that. I had to fix stuff up. And kind of learn broadcast right. But anyway, so I'm streaming Chicken Police, Painted Red. All I know it's a kind of a noir, detective, point and click, story driven game. I only picked it up for like $20 at GameStop, and it got like great reviews and stuff. So I just wanted to give it a go and see how is it. So I'm just gonna jump into this, start a new game.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my... Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
Man, when you're almost about to retire, there's always something wrong.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Oh? Okay, we now have control. We can talk to her.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Alright, let's look around and look at shit. Oh, pile of paper.
I don't even know what these papers are.
Alright, oh.
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
Oh, buddy. So, what is this? Okay, so this is our journal, I guess. And we can't give it a map yet, so, well, let's talk to her.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm just pointing at her.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Oh man, she want a
Thank
bourbon.
the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Uh-oh. Cling. I'll drink to that.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
New function. What we got here? The victim, a lady, is target of some strange threats. All of them are written.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes. Like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Why do I have to keep cooking? Anything in my drawer? Oh.
She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case.
So you're technically not a cop anymore right now. Can I drink?
Every whiskey has the same color.
So you're a phony.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes.
Something like that, Deborah.
Oh, am I supposed to... Okay, there we go, question. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Okay, subject, John Doe. The fellow's a rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that focus. On that focus. Suspicious. Impression, suspicious. Detective meter. He's suspicious. I'm suspicious. Why are you so suspicious? What? Okay, gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Okay. A new impression. Question 1, 2, 3, 4. So many questions. Detective meter. If your best friend is your best friend, it shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it in the positive side, okay? Gotcha. Blah, blah, blah. I like that. Plus 100.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Oh. Okay. Who exactly are you, ma'am? I must be cautious, smart as them. Oh, okay.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Okay, so tell me which part of the city do you live in? Carbon Hills, Flowerville, maybe? You're not very confident. Are you sure you're alright? I'll go. What did I choose?
You're not very confident.
Oh,
Are
no!
you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
I did not
You're
want to
right.
choose that.
Sorry.
That was not. How did I? It doesn't really show me which one I'm choosing though. I guess I'll just press. Okay. Did you come alone or by yourself? Tell me what's your star sign, sweetheart.
Tell me, what's your star sign,
What the
sweetheart?
fuck?
My what? My stars?
I like to be unpredictable sometimes.
All right.
The
I
dance.
don't. Hold
If you
on.
say.
What the fuck? I'm trying to choose the right. It's not letting me choose a question. Why did you have to visit me on this particular evening? Stop playing the Pride and Pray Sunshine and start singing. Alright, I'm pressing up on the direction pad.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
Like, it doesn't even show me which one I'm clicking or which one I'm using.
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Okay, we got up. Alright. Hold on. Okay, there it goes. Watch. Down, just down. Okay, so I see where I know where the questions is now. Okay. Why'd you come visit me? Why not employ yourself? Do you even know what you want? Were you born and raised in Causeville?
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Got a new person and interest?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the
Deborah.
way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Gotcha. Alright, now we need to focus. Let's focus on that. Okay, so she's trying to hide something. I'm sure it's not intention, but are you toying with me? What exactly do you expect by coming here to meet me? How'd you get this address? What do you want from me?
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable
Well, I am reliable.
and discreet
That's right.
and thorough.
And thoroughly.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there.
I think you got the wrong person. Alright, this is too risky for me. I can't take the case. Are you in some sort of jam? Let's pretend you never found me here, okay? Do you think you're cut out for this kind of work?
Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left unsaid.
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Ooh, we're gone up. Alright. Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? Do you think the whole thing is a little suspicious?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino. I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
You say? Oh, okay. If you won't complain, what's the point of all this? Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer.
Oh yeah, we're all in the red. Be honest and tell me what you're
Be
so
honest
afraid of.
and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Kingpin?
exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
Feathery God help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Questionary rank. Ooh yeah. Yeah, 90%. Final thoughts: the legendary chicken police back in action. Still a bit weary, but untarnished. Good work. The important clue: the employer Natasha current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Okay, so let's check our little journal here. The mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Ibanez, employer is a certain Miss Natasha Katsuni. The employer Natasha current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Is he a mouse? Okay. We got our bag. We got a gun. Got my cigarette. Okay, so
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
what do we got? Show me what you got.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby, the waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
Yes.
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Okay. I'll find Natasha at Caesar's Club. Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere. Or perhaps she's a very good informant. I must find out what the connection is. Louis C. Hardworth. Rabbit. Species rabbit, octo. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Such an old friend of mine. He stutters heavily when he talks. Louis is the owner of the once Tubal Atlas Hotel, and a group of friends, and a good old friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. It's only two of us living in the unbelievable enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask. That's a good friend.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so.
We leave now?
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Can I do anything to call somebody? Yeah. Okay. I forgot his number. 555-932. Okay. So 555-932.
Hey, Louis. Am I bothering you?
Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Louis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Louis, my friend.
Thanks for being so quick, Louis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Don't even mention it, my friend.
You got anything planned for today? Well, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I'll ask a favor of you someday. That's true. I don't deny it.
Alright, so can I leave now? Oh shit, I gotta turn on the lights. Okay, I can leave now? Okay, scene types, main scenes. Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determine which location opens up or closed down. You need to complete all these if you want to beat the game. Limited scenes. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all them before you move to the next main scene. Closed scenes. Closed scenes cannot be reached for the time being. This state will often change throughout the story progression. It can be temporary. Or permanent. Tip: pick the next main scene if you're absolutely sure you don't want to visit any available limited scenes. You may not be able to visit them. Okay. This is the only one I could choose, so okay.
It was New Year's Eve, and I was driving, half drunk, risking my whole life's work. But still, it didn't feel any different. Every day was the same. And the 121 days I had left till my retirement seemed like an eternity. When I look out the window of the hotel room I call home, I see the same thing every day. A woman in a red nightgown dances slowly in circles to smooth music. The 9 o'clock show, with a glass of cheap bourbon and the red gown with the silent music. In the meantime, the proud city of Clawville is slowly eating itself alive. And we're still here, with nothing left to lose but our sanity, while others, the smart ones, had already gone.
Natasha Katzenko.
Does her name really upset me this much? All those years of solitude, and I still jump without question every time I hear it. And then there's Marty, my ex-partner, who hates me. But I know I have to speak with him, no matter what. Why do I feel like the past is watching me on this goddamn night? I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Can I talk to you guys?
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching out over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll find the giant feather duster at the shooting range. As always.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Squad car. Poster.
Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the Chief.
Can I tear it down? No. Say it. Alright, let's go in.
Here we are again, Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
More?
Damn it.
Poor old lizard. You've seen better days, haven't you? Mort, you scabbiest beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong. Not that wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jesse is a good boy, sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be. But neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Don't need to, Mort. I'm fine. Anyway, if Bubo prescribed you something, don't even think about taking it.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this Detective Buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Bosco.
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha, but nah, he's just a lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right. No need to bite. Wasn't trying to mess with you. You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost. He's trying to hide it, but he's not the same bird.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
He shot fucking Sonny?
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts. Thanks anyway.
No worries, pal.
One of Blood Boil's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here. I'm really not in the mood to meet Deputy Malloy, or any of my ex-colleagues from the Predatory Division.
Can't go up there yet. Let's go meet our ex-partner.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try. Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it. Hello. That little note down there. What can I say? Classic Marty. That little note...
Read it. It says, hey, if you will let the ammunition boxes open again, I'll kick your clucking ass. What's this paper? Is this paper nothing?
Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her, a sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week, but once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years.
All right.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always.
All right.
Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. Were you lost? This is the PD building, you know.
Got the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear.
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case. You can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
So this is Marty. Name Martin McChicken. Chicken, male. Special features: unusual height and weight for a fowl. Shiny white feathers. He shot me once and I deserved it. We've been partners for almost 10 long, hard years. Well, we were, because now he's only helping me unofficially until I wrap up this case. Marty is a hothead with a hard fist, but he's loyal until the end, and I can count on him in every way, especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self, and that's when I don't even want to get in his way. Not anymore, at least. Alright. Dude, I believe the like the light switching thing is gonna be a. Oh, I can practice shooting. Oh shit, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Fuck. Oh. Fuck you. Fuck. I don't know how to reload. Whoop. Oh. I did bad. Try again. Oh, we got. Okay. Bam. Bam. Damn it. Oh, damn chicken. Dang, this ain't. Oh my god. Oh, I almost shot him. Dang, I'm sick. Oh my god. I ran out of ammo then. Oh, we did a little better. Oh my god, that guy popped right in front of me. Alright. Damn it. Damn it, I did horrible on that one. I'll try one more time here. Damn it. One more time, one more time, one more time. Damn it. Shit. Oh. Oh. Okay, okay. That was pretty cool. Alright, let's roll.
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee in the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty. With a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
Alright, let's talk to the chief.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood. But he never is, actually.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Blood Boil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight!
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Alright, we out of here. Let's check this motherfucker out real quick. Lucius Wilford Bloodboil. Dog. Male, chief of real is a real legend. He also hates me. Personal. He's my boss and the living statue of justice. He's tough, ruthless, and above all, unrivaled. And of course, he is a racist bastard. But still, I don't want to be here when he retires. Doing this because how chaos devours Crossfield for good.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too. We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how do I switch? So these are time. What are the time bits?
Yeesh, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either. But what's that smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
No, that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An Impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Yeah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do.
Okay, so can I grab stuff?
It would be best to board it.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised? When was the last time you've slept in your bedroom?
I don't know. I'm not sure I'd even recognize it anymore.
You're hopeless, boss.
I guess you're right.
Okay, I got everything there. I don't know, is there something else I need to grab in here?
Man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure. I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it. Who's that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is. Huh. The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
So this is them.
Yeah, the Wild Gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps. Books, I'm gonna clean up here. I suppose.
When was the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
Times have changed, Marty. And I don't call anyone.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
Just a bunch of... I wanted to travel the world with...
Kind of fucking everything.
You know, this city's outgrown us.
Why do you say that?
Well, don't you feel it? The whole place squeezing you. The polluted air, the sirens, and the smell of cordite.
Don't be such a drama queen. It's not the world that's changed, it's us. Clawville's Clawville. We're just getting older.
No, there really is something. You know the feeling of foreboding, of something wrong, of something bad on the horizon.
You're screwing my mood.
Yeah, but I'm not sorry.
No shit.
Technically, you got everything. Now, let's go get the coffee.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. Like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
So, Fly? Fly guy.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be. Hey, pal. Can you hear me?
I guess not.
Did this wreck belong to Zip?
Well, it's a wreck just like him, so I guess it could.
We don't serve bugs here.
Of all that's furry.
Is this still a thing?
The situation's getting even worse, Marty. Have you heard how the young mothers of the Cobbler District are forced to make a living?
I have no idea what goes on in the hive, Sonny. I don't think I want to know. But you're still gonna tell me, right?
Prostitution is the lesser evil. What's worse is that some folks have to sell their kids when they're still larvae.
Wait, what? Why?
They pay a hefty sum for each of them downtown. They sell them as gourmet food in the most expensive restaurants.
What? Like, that sounds crazy because of what this world is.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
We made this city, Marty. Clawville didn't do this to itself. Don't ever forget that.
Let's go in.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Okay, trophy.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Man, look at that face, man. He's just like, oh, I'm done with this life. Fuck the king. Where all the cargo? Not all cops are pigs. My city tired. Oh, that's the beginning title.
And voila, the master himself. Sonny, he's a pigeon, not a finch.
Don't make me angry, Marty.
Okay, I was only joking.
Alright, let's talk to... What do we got in the menu? Let's see.
You still don't eat meat, old man?
I'm a rooster, a chicken. Why the hell would I eat meat?
I don't mean real meat, I'm not a lunatic. But a meat substitute? There's about 10 different kinds. Have you never tried any of them?
Why would I? If I don't eat meat, why would I eat a substitute?
Because you can. That's the point.
Wild gods, Marty. Stop being such a sheep. Do you fall for those adverts?
Substitute isn't meat, Sonny. And if it's tasty, why wouldn't I eat it?
I don't care what you eat. But don't be surprised when you lose all your feathers or you try to bite off your own leg one day.
Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions?
I'd rather have somebody pull my beak off.
Ah, you used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, Boss Bird.
Let's see. It says almost ham and tomato.
Ooh, maybe a peanut souffle with faux meat.
Oh, stop it, Marty, before I get sick.
Ugh, you're just a boring old man.
I'd rather be boring than dead.
Let's see. It's an almost ham and tomato toasted sandwich with synthetic meat. Kusi, meat and cheese toasted sandwich with. Okay, this is fake meat. All but bacon and chocolate. Okay, all for foul pancakes. Oh, that's the one he was talking about. Touche souffle, peanut souffle, smelling. Let's say smelling souffle. It's another peanut with parched vegetables, just like home. Burgers and hot dogs. Old Zippy knows best. Supersized hot dog with synthetic sausage chocolate mixed with devil horn paprika. All for 40. I guess was their currency. I guess. Alright, they got grass dog, Savannah style hot dog with 5 kinds of grass. Step burger 2000. Veggie burger with diddly squat and wait, it says veggie burger with diddly squat and sour root salad. See ya, superstar. Supersized burger with 12 types of algae. Hop dog. Normal size hot dog with 4 kinds of synthetic meat. And then Zippy's coffee. Okay. Alright, Zippy.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet 2 old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
That depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years, anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a lady.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor, like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
Zippy H. Murphy, raccoon, old enemy who became good friends over the years. He used to be a small-time criminal, but the underworld pushed him out. Now he makes the best coffee in the whole city in a run-down roadside rest area. Oh, and he also proves to be rather useful police informant. Zippy is getting old. He still has his connection. It's worth questioning him about everything, but time has it way with him too. So I guess we're gonna talk to him. Russia time.
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that. Have you ever been to that place?
Of course.
Business.
Yeah.
Roger that.
I've got to say, you've revamped the joint pretty well.
Yeah, after you trashed it, I had to.
Look, I'm sorry, Zip. That ocelot and his gorilla.
Baboon, not gorilla.
Whatever.
Sonny, what's your beak?
So you owe me one until about the end of time. But I'd settle for you washing up here for a few years after retirement, Sonny.
Mind your tongue, furball. So, Ibn's gone insane.
Love will kill you in the end, they say.
Seems like everyone's in a poetic mood today.
You're one to talk, by the way.
Huh? Why? So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
Okay. You didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You will when the big sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
Your mother's a goat. I think, yep. I think that's it. Here. Oh, I can zoom in.
The highlight of my day.
Yeah, I can smell it already. How does he make the coffee here so special?
Look at that mangy trash panda and tell me, do you really want to know?
You're right.
As always.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah, I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
Welcome to the club, partner.
I think that's it. Wow. I guess we'll go to... I did everything here. Alright, we'll go here to see school. I don't think we can do anything else.
Midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main street toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently. Ancient buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha.
Natasha.
Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Is that Louis?
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Is that Lewis? This is Lewis. This has yeah, it's Lewis.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it?
You're reading my mind, boss.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. Well, that's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, Master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing. Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
So we need to find a way in there?
Do you remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Yeah, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious. Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course. Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Okay, so he knows Lewis. Let's talk to Lewis again. And,
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, 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 no. No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
let's go talk to the bouncer again. We're not gonna show him police badge.
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamont, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Alright, now we can go in. We'll probably do this thing.
The jazz overwhelmed us.
Give
There
my
was no
thoughts about
band
this.
in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Ah, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion. No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Oh, we're looking for Natasha. That's a fucking cheetah.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with those nice gals.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh, man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
You just need to get used to it again.
What A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
We're looking for Natasha. It's a henchman. I don't know. I feel like we have to talk to the henchman.
Two whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before. Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water, too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it. So?
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah. Well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections. Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Let's talk to this guy.
Hey, there's Philmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Philmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Philmar Lowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
Cayman.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Philmar Lowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh, boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Oh, shit. Good old Fillmore must know something about Natasha that could be important for him. But he won't talk until the meeting. He seems a bit nervous, so it must be something really significant.
She has pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
That's a squirrel? I thought that was a rabbit. Oh, it does. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's just the hair, the ear thing right there. I don't know that was squirted. Oh, shit. Olivia? We don't want to talk to them, right?
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what?
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not. Isn't that?
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
That means we have to talk to him. What's our story?
That woman with Ibn. I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken police. Your partner is, he is,
He just said his name.
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh, I see.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Oh, wow. Can I talk to her?
The memories are returning.
Geez, just spare me the dirty details.
So it feels like they dated or something. Had some kind of fling.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional. Wessler's a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
Oh, I didn't want to... Shit, I should have asked more questions.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet.
They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You seem a very busy man.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny, huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
Oh, shit, that was a negative. Why would anyone have a reason to blackmail your girl?
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Alright, so... Were there any similar incidents in that?
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Alright, cool, we got up. Start talking straight with her. No point in wasting each time. You think one of her fans is the culprit? Is everything alright between you and Natasha?
Do you think one of her fans is the culprit? Someone who can't take rejection, maybe?
Why not? It's quite common.
It's a typical motive, indeed. Any ideas who it could be?
Yeah. Attorney General Hamtaro is obsessed with Natasha. But he's, more like the kiss on the hand, flowers bowing type. Throwing bricks through the window is not his style. I can't think of anybody else. Or rather, I can think of everybody else. About half the city, actually.
I get it.
Ooh, we're okay. We're back in the bus. Have there been similar threats in the past? The mob boss and the pussy. Yeah. How do you... no.
Have there been similar threats in the past?
Right to the point, yeah? I get it. But sadly, this is a dead end, my friend. No threats like these, whether you believe it or not.
Well, it really seems like a dead end, so I'll just back up and try from a different angle.
You do that.
That's a negative. Do it. Would you be willing to testify instead?
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
There are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Goldtown. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Okay. Is she completely alone when she's there at the weekend? So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger. That she's still going out alone.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. You're right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Okay, okay, I didn't do that bad. 90% still. Important clue. Eben's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. I wonder if we did, because the other thing where we're...
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
But like, the other dialogue where you can ask questions, I feel like if you did all that, you probably get some more dialogue, maybe. So I probably need to remember that next time I talk to anybody and have my little question thing. So.
Hey, we should grab a coffee or something, Olivia. For old time's sake.
I don't think she knows you, man. Or she's trying to not remember.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Yeah, she's
Please,
trying not to
take a
remember.
seat. The show's gonna start soon.
Sonny.
Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.
That was, unique.
Oh, that is cute. Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
You were amazing, dear. As always.
could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey.
I understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting. Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop, and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
Painting. Oh, God.
Gee, that is a, unique picture. And kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
The 7th rules of predation?
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Alright, let's talk to her.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
Oh, you do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Okay.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Okay.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time. But this stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The place is very elegant, and so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
Well, that depends on the kind of museum.
The kind with nice things.
Oh.
Suspiciously nice things, just like you.
Do you think I'm suspicious?
We'll see about that.
Try me.
Oh yeah, got up to 15 plus. Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats? What can you tell me about even one?
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threats?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Why Deborah? She's a nice girl, but why did you come to me? Do you have any material evidence concerning the threats? This whole case stinks. What are you trying to make?
Why Deborah? She's a nice girl, but why didn't you come to me?
Didn't you ask her the same thing already?
I did, but I like to hear it from all sides.
Well, since this whole thing started, I admit I'm not too keen on leaving my home. When I do, it's only with an escort.
Ibn Wessler has nothing to do with this?
Ibn has everything to do with me. Almost everything. But I didn't want to upset him with this. He thinks I'm overreacting.
Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know. What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So?
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
I suggest you lie low. What about Filmer? Is he here because of you? No one ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow? Could the threats have anything to do with your dangerous relationship between you
Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well... That's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around, if you don't mind.
As you wish, Sonny.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well...
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cock-a-doodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Let's stop beating around the bush. How do you know
Let's
Molly?
stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
You played me from the start, didn't you? Let's do this. What do you want?
What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes?
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
Oh man, 40%? Oh man. Not bad, but not good either. It's okay for a rookie, but you can do better next time. Pull yourself together and pay attention to the sign. Hocus honey. The threats, or rather the threatening words in the message since Natasha is simply a whore. It's brief, but it says a lot regardless.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Well?
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Let's talk to Fillmore.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here. Okay, I didn't say anything.
So we got a new item. What is this? What?
We stepped into it, didn't we? We stepped into it, didn't we?
It's a bunch of names. It looks like some numbers. I don't know.
Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Fillmore. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
I don't know if it auto saves. Let's see. We're gonna go there. Let me look around. Just go there. So, my thoughts is just playing this for what, an hour or so. It's very, like I said, it's very story driven. I kind of like it. I like where the story's going. I like the little, little detective noir. You know, it's like playing that detective movie, that old school detective movie. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll stream some more of this, maybe. But I'm kind of like intrigued to keep playing, like off my own. But you know what? I'll probably hold off on playing it by myself, and then pick it up again and stream it. But um, so yeah, I might stream it again Friday. Yeah, stream some more of it Friday. I'll say that. So Friday I'll come back to this game, and then during the week I'll just stream like Nidokumi, like after work, Nidokumi and Sakuna Arrest and Ruin during the little weekdays. And I might stream tonight some more Sakuna Arrest and Ruin. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here for right now. I'll come back to this game Friday because I really want to know how the story ends, and like I want to see how where the story goes to and all that stuff. But anywho, thanks for joining me, and until next time, should be out.